Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone. I hope everyone is okay and alright. So for today, I would be talking about a current issue regarding Air Zimbabwe, which is fuel shortage. So the topic for today is fuel shortage impacts Air Zimbabwe's operation. So before we go further into the issue, so let me explain some of the uh, background of Air Zimbabwe. So firstly, Air Zimbabwe is the national carrier of Zimbabwe, owned by government of Zimbabwe. Air Zimbabwe is headquartered on the property of Robert Gabriel Mugabe International Airport in Harare. This carrier used to operate a network within Southern Africa that also included Asia and London Gateway. So, following financial difficulties, Zimbabwe ceased operations in late February 2012, and after that, they served a reduced domestic network. So, the carrier resumed operations for a short period between May and early July of 2012, when flights were again discontinued. But then the airline resumed their operation by operating some domestic routes as well as the regional service to Johannesburg on a daily basis in April 2013. So let's go to the current issue where Air Zimbabwe fuel shortage. So on 11th May of 2022, Air Zimbabwe released a statement advising flight schedule disruptions due to Jet A1 fuel shortage, where the measure reflects a regional fuel supply crisis that has caused trouble for several airlines operations over the past few weeks. And from there, the only ones cancelled over the past week have been flights between Harare and Johannesburg in South Africa. Air Zimbabwe uh, bring out a statement to their passengers where the statement says Air Zimbabwe wishes to advise its valued passengers and other stakeholders of an anticipated flight schedule disruption due to Jet A1 fuel shortage at the airports. So our suppliers have advised of constraint in the movement of the product, which has cascaded along the entire value chain to us as the final consumer of the product. So, from my analysis, the causes of severe Jet A1 fuel shortage of Air Zimbabwe is due to flooding and subsequent rail infrastructure damage, where these have caused several carriers to make roundabout trips to Durban, either with or without passengers, or suspend services to OR Tambo uh, Airport altogether. A ship carrying 10 million liters of fuel is currently docked in Durban, but that consignment is only expected to reach Johannesburg via pipeline on the upcoming week. And OR Tambo Airport's main supply of fuel is via rail, but due to flood damage to the network around Durban means it will not be partially reopened until June. And besides, as the fallout from Russia's invasion of Ukraine, uh, this is driving fuel prices through the roof, so the suppliers are reducing the amount they hold in stock. This can be seen when on 8 May 2022, Air Zimbabwe cancelled flight UM467 from Harare to Johannesburg along with the return flight of UM468. The Airports Company of South Africa made claims that Johannesburg had enough fuel and pleaded with airlines not to cancel flights, as this would also have a knock-on effect on their revenue generating ability. The airport currently has this 3 days fuel left, but authorities are confident the measures put in place will prevent further cancellations. The neighboring of Zimbabwe, which is South Africa, are also grappling with increasing fuel prices, where the latest increases make jet fuel in South Africa about 30% of operating costs for African airlines, and the price will mount further. For the fuel prices, it has risen in Zimbabwe, where for gasoline, it it is now cost about $1.70 per liter, up from $1.44 before Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And this has caused Zimbabwe's annual inflation rate to rise up to 66% as prices of basics spike in response to increase in gas prices. So while waiting for the jet fuel supply to arrive at the airport, most of the flights scheduled have to be delayed or cancelled, that it will lead to company losses. The crisis of fuel shortage often happened to Air Zimbabwe in the past years due to unpaid jet fuel debt, to losing customers' trust toward Air Zimbabwe flight and services, and thus making the company to lose more profit. Um, in for the future analytical, other than the customer trust, so the management of Zimbabwe are not capable to plan the profitable flight route and end up costing more on the operating cost. So that was my analysis that I have made regarding this current issue, which is Air Zimbabwe shortage.